tonight we have Chuck Wilson, who is mostly the frontman singer from the Lost Pyramids. If you missed that show, that was back in March of this year, and it was a fantastic show. All original jam band stuff, sort of like Grateful Dead and Phish combined. It was really, really cool show. And thank you so much for coming in tonight. You are what make the show special, the audience. We are free to the audience and we're free to the artists, but we do ask that you like and subscribe and press the like on this video. That'll help spread it out during the show. We have, Chuck Wilson has a whole brand new set of material tonight. He'll tell you more about it. A few notes here. If you are on a phone, especially, put earbuds on if you have them. Otherwise, you won't hear any of the low end. And sometimes the phone resolution starts really slow, and so it gets jumpy and looks lousy. So fix your phone resolution. You do it in the upper right-hand corner. Brian Christian Adam is usually running camera one tonight, but I always give him a shout-out. If you're in the Lombard area on Sunday night with nothing to do, him and Zach Sonny Edwards run this wonderful open mic, and it is just killer. They got I think 20, 30 people show up for the open mic, and it is really going great. We have Kate Gubert here tonight from GubertPhotos.com, and you can find a link to her photo site down in the description below. Kate is a photographer. She shoots on a lot of film. Tonight she's using medium format, black and white photography. If you know what that is, it's a big old camera, and it's like in your face. If you hear any clicks along the way, you'll know what it is. I told her it sounds like mice. I told her, we'll say it's mice, but it could be the shutter clicking. We are indeed free to the audience and free to the artist. However, if you would like, please leave a tip for Chuck and myself. And half will go to Chuck and half will go to Bunker. Anything the Bunker gets goes right back into the show. I don't know what Chuck does with his money, but he probably buys more guitars like most of the players. Once again, thank you so much for coming. Solo Night Tuesday. Chuck has got a great... All these songs are unreleased. I don't think there's any recordings of them around, so they're brand new. Chuck will be bringing some of them, Chuck will be bringing some of them to the Lost Pyramids. If you don't know Chuck, he's a prolific singer-songwriter. He plays in the Grateful Dead cover bands, but most of the time, mostly from what I know, is from Lost Pyramids recently. So, thank you so much again for tuning in. Like and subscribe, and enjoy the show tonight. Chuck, thanks for coming back tonight. Want to give us a rundown of what you've been doing for the last 6-7 months, and what brought you here tonight?
Yeah, sure. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me. And I've just been writing songs for a few years now, and did the band thing, and I just have more songs that I just want to share and get out there, and that's really it. Nothing too complex. Just been making as much music as possible.
Thanks, man. The songs you played during the warm-up sounded great. Oh, one other thing. I'm sorry. One other thing. Pay attention to the songs. I'm going to actually, at the end, ask you what your favorite song is from tonight, and we'll play it back on the outro. So keep that in mind. I'll prompt you again later. Have a great show, Chuck. Thanks.
Thanks, Fletch. All right, here we go. This song's called Stranger Than True.
Power of a song
that picks you up when things go wrong. And though it brings no answers, just friendly dancers dancing for you. The power of a friend who might call you up with time to lend. And though they have no answers, they're still taking chances, chances on you. All the things we pick apart just to build them right back up for a fresher start, a different shade of blue. Let them fester, let them flounder, or watch them dry. A different end, but stranger than true. Weight of it all might break your back as you stand tall, makes an old man cower in his final hour, hour or two. All the things we pick apart just to build them right back up. A fresher start, a different shade of blue. Let them fester, let them flounder, or watch them drop to a different end, but stranger than true. Driving through the fog, where visions pass just a moment long. Some you won't remember, and others altogether stranger than true. But where does the road lead? Where does the road lead? does the road lead? Shall I follow it? Follow it through.
All right, Chuck.
Thank you. We'll just keep this party moving. This song is called Rocketship Song. This will be on Lost Pyramid's next release for sure. And we're going into the studio in the next couple of months to start laying some tracks down on that. And this was one of the first songs I wrote way back when I was living in Indiana. And Rocketship Song. Blast off on a rocket ship. I'll hold you close while we take our trip. Let's go to outer space, and if you want, we'll leave the galaxy. So let's blast off on a rocket ship. I'll hold you close while we make our trip. Let's go outer space, and if you want, we'll leave the galaxy. Ever since I was a boy, I've wanted to explore. The time has come, yes, the clock is ticking, and I don't think I can wait here no more, 'cause I surely can't take it no more. So let's blast off on a rocket ship. I'll hold you close while we take our trip. As we go to outer space, to push the limits of our galaxy. But grab a blanket, I've heard it's cold. Pack reparation. Low on air, back to the sun. Heed no hesitation. That shadow cast before us, what it's worth we might never know, as the morning songbird sings to us the promise of tomorrow, the promise of tomorrow. And I promise tomorrow we'll blast off on a rocket ship. I'll hold you close on the maiden trip. As we go through outer space, and by now we've left the galaxy. Yes, I do believe we've left the galaxy. There was never much good there anyway, so let's leave today.
Very nice. Hey, Chuck, you should call out some titles of these. I know they're...
Sure, that song was called Rocketship Song.
Yeah, excellent.
And the first song that we had, or that I had, was Stranger Than True.
Thanks much.
Brilliant, just brilliant. Well, we're going to keep going here. I'm going to use a capo.
What time frame did you write these songs? Last couple years or last 10 years or what was it?
The Rocketship Song was written probably around 2018, so like 4-5 years ago. And at the time I was in a band that didn't embrace my original work too much, so it was kind of shelved, and along with my confidence was struck down. And it's been kind of just revisiting a lot of the older material and having a new appreciation for it as a musician, kind of. And yeah, Stranger Than True, that was written probably in the past year or so in the current house that I'm living in. And yeah, that song just started as a chord progression that I really liked. So that's usually how a lot of the songs start. A good, nice little chord progression, nice little melodic movement within the chords.
That's funny. Some people write the chords first, some people write the melodies first. And
yeah,
it sounds like you do chords first.
Usually chords first, it's then just kind of see, but not always, not exclusively. So there's really no one way I do things, which makes it more fun, I guess. This next song has been on the shelf for a while and kind of rewritten a bunch of times. But this song's called No Trouble No More. I don't want no trouble no more. I don't want no trouble no more. Sure don't want trouble no more. Don't you hear me calling for you, Lord? Cause I know praying does me no good. I know praying does me no good. Sure no praying does no good. Cause I can't stand to see my prayers unheard. But I won't pay no mind to the problems you might send. Cause I ain't got the time. All these problems you won't mend. But I sure miss you when you're gone. I sure miss you when you're gone. I always miss you when you're gone. In my heavy heart and empty home. But I won't pay no mind to the problems you might send. Cause I ain't got the time. All these problems you can't mend. I don't want no trouble no more. Sure don't want no trouble no more. Well, I don't want trouble no more. Can't you hear me calling you, my Lord? Don't you hear me calling for you, Lord?
Very nice, very nice.
Thank you. This is another song that's going to be on the next Lost Pyramids album that we'll be recording sooner than later. And this song's called Good News. Well, my woman, she's in a fright because she just don't treat me right. And I get worried in my mind about what might happen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Though I've been down like this before, that's when she comes knocking at my door just to pick me off the floor. Then we start dancing, yeah, yeah, yeah. So if you got some good news to tell me, I haven't heard it in oh so long. If you got any good vibrations, could you send them along? Sometimes the story writes itself, then gets left up on the shelf until discovered by someone else who'll just start laughing, yeah, yeah, yeah. So if you got some good news to tell me, I haven't heard it in oh so long. If you got any vibrations, could you send them along? Oh, send them along. Our world is in a fright because we just don't treat it right. And I get worried in my mind about what might happen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if you got some good news to tell me, I haven't heard it in oh so long. If you got any vibrations, could you send them along? Oh, send it along with some good news to tell me. I haven't heard it in oh You gotta send them along. Oh, send it along with some good news to tell me. I haven't heard it in oh so long. Oh, if you got any good vibrations, could you send them along? Oh, send it along with some good news to tell me. I haven't heard it in oh so long. Oh, if you got any good vibrations, you gotta send them along. Oh, yeah.
All right. It's time to check the phone, Chuck. You got lots of
Holy shit.
very cool people here.
Let's see here. If anyone has any questions about anything, feel free to slip it in there, and I'll do my best to answer something.
I see lots of new people here. I know Nate Hockenberry. I know a whole bunch of Bunker fans, but I see a whole bunch of new faces here. If you're here, please like and subscribe. Helps Bunker, helps Chuck.
Looks like Andy.
If you're hearing being shy and quiet, I think you should drop your name in there and say, I'm here. I'm part of this. I don't see any questions, though. There should be some questions.
We got
here.
one from my buddy Andy Wenzel. He says, how do you get inspiration for writing a new song? And the answer to that is I'm not sure. And it's just something that I do. I don't know. It's
is it hard to find inspiration? Does it come in you in waves, or is it as simple as saying, okay, I'm going to sit down and create?
For me, it's like the less I try, the more likely something that I like will pop up. So
yeah,
it's kind of like
you can overthink it. Kind of thing.
it's like I try to not do.
Yeah,
and by not doing, I do.
Yeah.
And I think that it's such an interesting process, and it's a lot of like self-critic type of thing. So trying to just get out of my own way with a lot of stuff. And like I said, I've been sitting on some of these songs for like 4 years, and
some of these songs you're playing now, because I had the Lost Pyramids experience, and I'm hearing that you're sort of writing them with a band in the back of your head of some of these songs that the band's going to fill in. And I'm hearing the same kind of lyrical storytelling things along the way, too. I mean, you had some really cool songs, Monsters Under My Bed, and some other things that the lyrics took people on a journey. And I'm picking up on, I'm trying to run the show, but I'm picking up on some of those too with this. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and like, for me, like, something that grabbed me about music was always the lyrics.
Yeah.
I'm always historically, I've always loved, like, a good song, like, lyrically. And, like, someone like Bob Dylan or even, like, people like Curtis Mayfield and Stevie Wonder. Like, the lyrics, they just hit so hard, and it's like every word is chosen so meticulously.
You gotta be a poet. Music's secondary. Just be a poet.
Yeah, and that's something that I've actually kind of tried to embrace, and just putting words down on paper without intention of adding melody or anything like that, and kind of just doing poetry. And, I
Very
think,
cool.
Yeah, just kind of like opening up and not being too direct with anything, and just kind of seeing what happens.
All right. What's the next song, and what's the story behind the next song?
This next song is going to be called She Ain't Here, and this is a song that I had the lyrics. I'm not even sure how I came up with them, but I put them to music kind of months apart. And it was kind of inspired by the Dylan song, Don't Think Twice, It's All Right. And the story behind that song was that his girlfriend left him, and he was writing a song from her point of view. So I just kind of thought that ability to be like empathetic to someone else's feelings was kind of the inspiration for this same sort of song that I don't know how the two are connected, but in my head they are. So
Very cool.
this is called She Ain't Here. I've got a warm body laying next to me. But it don't help me forget the last one. 'Cause she lives inside of me. That's where she lives, but she ain't here. And I don't need no one to help me. Don't need no one to lend me their ear. When I get lonely, I got my sixth string. Is it in my head, or did I hear the doorbell ring? Cause she lives inside of me. That's where she lives, but she ain't here. Like a cactus in the desert, finds no shade. Burning, burning in the heat all damn day. Look around at all the sand and tumbleweed. Not a soul around to hear your plea. Well, I've got a warm body laying next to me, but it won't help me forget the last one. Cause she lives inside of me. That's where she lives, but she ain't here. That's where she lives, but she ain't here. That's where she lives, but she ain't here.
Nice, nice.
Thank you.
You got a question up there. A long one, Richard. Ooh.
All right, Ricky.
Uh-oh, sounds like you know him.
I do. I know Rick. He just had a baby, so congratulations. And what motivates you to perform? Why do you think the world needs the songs of Chuck Wilson? I don't think the world needs the songs of Chuck Wilson. I just like to play music, you know, and as I've become more confident as a musician and as like a person, I just want to share it and hope that someone out there likes it, you know. I don't expect anything back, but it definitely feels good. It's kind of a cathartic experience for me to share music. And on that note, I want to give a big thanks to Fletch and everything that you do here at the Bunker. I think that it's like a great service for local musicians and like art, a platform for people, and like a judgment-free zone. So I think that you're the real hero, man.
Oh, I don't feel like a hero. I just feel like a guy with a lot of technology that brings great bands out there. Your Lost Pyramids band was great. Hey, this is your show. I'll talk about it later. But I have so much fun with this from meeting musicians like yourself, Chuck, and that's what keeps it going. For the audience, we need more likes. There's only 12 likes here, and there's like 20 people here. So what you have to do is like this video, and that will help the channel a lot. And subscribe. All right, that's my one pitch. Sorry for interrupting.
No worries.
All right, thanks much, Chuck. Appreciate it.
For sure. And this next song is going to be a little instrumental solo guitar piece. It's called Can't See You, Flow. And these are two separate pieces I wrote, and I've kind of merged them together. And this will also be on the next Lost Pyramids album. So I'll just do a quick little run through this tune.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Thank you so much.
What's the title of that one?
That one's called Can't See You /Flow. So
Wow.
the first part's Can't See You, and the second part is called Flow.
Very nice.
Thank you so much. And yeah, that's one of the few pieces that I've actually composed and written out on music. So that was the goal kind of with the flow section, and then I had that first part, and they kind of just go together so nicely, in my opinion.
It's so there's this back. You talked about Zappa. That's not Zappa. But you have this back jazz thing going on. So you got the 11s and 9s going on there.
Yes. Give me odd numbers always. All right, I'm gonna keep trucking forward here. This song's called Call Me the Wind. This is a song I wrote probably in 2018 or 2019, can't really remember, but kind of revisited it, reworked it, and kind of revisited the rework and reverted back to the original, and this is where we're at now, so we'll see how this goes. Call me lightning, I'm a flash in the pan, but when it's dark, I help you see the land. Oh, call me thunder if I keep you up at night, but thunder only rumbles when lightning strikes. So you can call me the wind, howling through the winter night, but when leaves turn green, call me the breeze. Come summertime, as sure as that river bends, and just like the ocean sand, put through all that change, time and time again. But you can call me the wind, howling through the winter night, but when leaves turn green, call me the breeze. Come summertime, but don't wait too long. 'Cause like the wind, I'll be gone. So be it a rainy day that turns to a windy night, don't waste time counting minutes till sunrise. But you can call me the wind, howling through the winter night, but when leaves turn green,
call me the breeze. Come summertime, but when leaves turn green, call me the breeze. Come summertime, but when leaves turn green.
Nice, nice. What's the title of that one, my friend?
That one is called Call Me the Wind.
Call Me the Wind. Very cool.
And this one is going to be called Hawaiian Sunset. I like singing about nature because it's there. And so you should sing about it.
Hawaiian sunset on the beach, so fine. Take me there on a jet airline, as orange, yellow, red and blue dot the sky. There ain't no better way to ease my mind than a sunset on a beach in Hawaii with the one I love. As that sunlight hits my face and my feet are buried in the shore, the coast of California, where they sip upon Napa Valley wine. What a sight now to behold, yeah. But 2,000 miles of ocean leaves me crying for a sunset on a beach in Hawaii with the ones I love. As that sunlight hits my face and my feet are buried in the shore, well, that valley wine, it's sweet, but I know it won't cure my cold. For that I need Hawaii with its ocean rhythms, oh so pure. Well, down in Mexico, from Acapulco to the Gulf, beautiful it sure is. But I know that you can hear it in my voice. I need a sunset on a beach in Hawaii with the one I love. As that sunlight hits my face and my feet are buried in the shore, well, that valley wine's so sweet. And down in Mexico I love you all, but when I'm on a beach, it's Hawaii, where I go, where I go, it's where I go. Hawaii's where I go, where I go. Well, paradise is fleeting. They say it only lasts so long, just like Hawaiian breezes. You might reach your hands out, but you can't hold on to the sunset on the beach in Hawaii with the ones I love. As that sunlight hits my cheek, well, you could simply bury me in the shore, 'cause the memories, they are brief, outgrow. So when I'm on a beach, it's Hawaii. Where I go, it's where I go, where I go. Hawaii's where I go.
Very cool. Hawaii sunset.
It's not bad. Better than Desplaines sunset, I must say. Nothing against Desplaines. Okay, I got a couple songs left here. Let's see if we got any questiones. Brian Gorman. You like that quote? Well, thank you everyone for the kind words. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everyone.
Before you end, I saw on your calendar you have solo shows coming up, right?
Yes. Off the top of my head, I'm not quite sure. Well, next week, on October 27th, I'll be with my buddy Gio in Plainfield at Black Dog Vinyl, and we'll be doing some Grateful Dead songs. We play like a monthly Grateful Dead acoustic duo. So if you like the Dead, come on out. We'd love to see your face. And beyond that, Fuller's Pub on the November 11th.
Yeah, Fuller's Pub is in the house tonight. I'm going to have to check him out.
Yes, Fuller's Pub.
What town is Fuller's Pub in?
Fuller's Pub is at the corner of Irving Road and Kedzie in the city. And that's
right.
A nice little dive bar that's been really good to me and the LP guys, and kind of just gives us a place to play our music. And can't talk about Fuller's Pub without mentioning Chicago Al, the late great, and who introduced us. So another kind of big inspiration on writing original music and being passionate about music and being comfortable with your passion.
Well, thanks, Fuller Pub, for coming in. I'm going to have to check that out.
Yes.
Give you a shout out. Everybody go
Pub.
down to Fuller's Pub and have a beer and watch some great music.
Yes. Cash only at Fuller's Pub. A classic. Okay, I'm going to try... got a couple of tunes left here. How are we doing on time, Fletch?
You're good. How many more songs you got?
Either 2 or 3.
I would do 2.
Okay, we're going to do 2
because you've done a lot, and I don't want you to hurt yourself. No, 2's good.
Okay, 2 more songs. This is a kind of one of the newest songs that I have. It's called Hardworking Person. And it goes like this. To lose if nothing comes your way, and there's nothing to gain when you've got nothing to say. As all the debts you've made, they come to collect, as diplomats and governors sign each other's blank checks. Hard-working man ought to get his way, but the hard-working woman, she deserves her pay. So could you come again with all your answers to what I lack? 'Cause it just don't mean too much if all you say is to just relax.
channels, they'd give the same old play-by-play about how the fortune teller stole the register to give it all away. Hard work, hard times, and all those bad luck breaks. Stick with it or quit it, go either way. Go either way. Well, doctor, can you fix me up? For this prescription, I need the strongest stuff. But by and by again, my coverage does not take. The teller told me my money was stolen by the bank. They're gonna give it back to you, but you gotta pay. And it sure makes it hard to hold you to just what you say. But if life is a puzzle, it should be easier towards the end. But I think life's a strange companion, and we are bound to meet again. Will I meet you on the road, or will I meet you in my dreams? Diplomats and governors, they met to make a deal for the Queen. Intermission's over, be sure to take your seat. For when they raise the curtain, but they won't reveal what's underneath. They never do. Well, it's gonna break my heart to see Mona Lisa stuck inside a cage. She must get so damn bored staring at the curator's empty face. Watching wealthy art collectors extend offers for her works, while homeless children are sleeping sprawled across the dirt. Hard-working man ought to get his pay. And that hard-working woman, she's gonna fight to get her way. I said that hard-working man ought to get his pay. And the hard-working woman, well, she got something to say. There's a hard-working person, and all he does is slave away. And I just watched another hard-working person drop dead today.
Cool. A lot of social dialogue behind that one.
Yes, that's my scathing review of capitalism and its consumer culture.
I like it.
I just had to get that line in there. Yeah, thanks everyone for coming in. I got one tune left, and this is called Family Reunion.
I'm just back porch sitting with my front door swinging. I got my friends and we'll be strumming and singing. There's a wood fire burning, can't you hear it crackle? I'm out of tune, but it's really no hassle. I'll sing, ooh, I sing, ooh, and I take it up a notch and I go, ooh, ay, 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 ay. Well, my great Uncle Jim is talking to my Aunt Lisa. He hadn't seen her in over a year. Lucky man, 'cause I don't think I'd really wanna see her either. And even a blind man wouldn't wanna be near her, 'cause she's tough on the eyes, but even harder on the ears. You might just want a rope to hang yourself before she even sees you. When you're back porch sitting on the front door swinging, I got my friends and we'll be strumming and singing. There's a wood fire burning, can't you hear it crackle? You're out of tune, but it ain't no hassle. Just sing, ooh, just sing, ooh. You gotta sing, ooh, ay, 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 ay. Well, she was telling a story about a supermarket when an argument broke out before the story got started. Is it a grocery store or do you call it a supermarket? And oh, by the way, don't buy the processed hot pockets. They got carcinogens, not to mention the meat. Oh, they got a vegan brand if you wanna go keto. They don't know that they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But I'll tell you one thing, they sure know how to scream and shout. But I think I gotta go outside for some air, because through all this conversation I just really don't care. I'll be back porch sitting with my front door swinging. I got my friends and we'll be strumming and singing. There's a wood fire burning, now can't you hear it crackle? You're out of tune, but it ain't no hassle. Just sing, ooh, just sing, ooh. It don't matter if your voice cracks, just go, ooh, ay, 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 ay. And all the while, through the bitching and screaming, my cousin Timmy broke into the open tequila. Now he's drunk as a skunk, but I think he's happy as a clam, because he doesn't have to listen to the arguing family that I see. So I will pretend to be on a beach or anywhere that is far from here. Then I notice they all have moved away from me. Then all of a sudden I feel happy to be on the back porch sitting with my front door swinging. I got my friends and we'll be strumming and singing. There's a wood fire burning, now can't you hear it crackle? You're out of tune, but it's really no hassle. When you're back porch sitting on the front door swinging, I got my friends and we'll be strumming and singing. There's a wood fire burning, now can't you hear it crackle? You're out of tune, but it ain't no hassle. Just sing, ooh, just sing, ooh, and take it up with me and go up, ooh, ay, 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 ay. Oh, now, now, ooh, 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 ooh. Now take it down with me and go, ooh, ay, 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 ay. I said, ooh, 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 ooh.
All right. Very cool. Thank you so much, Chuck. Hey, pull up your phone, and I'm gonna you're gonna have a chance to give some last comments, but call out all these friends and fans. You've got some loyal fans here, Chuck.
Yes, they're coming out. Yes, I thank you all for tuning in. It really means a lot to me, and this is something I do regardless in my basement.
See Chuckle, I see Brian, Flynn. People love to hear their names there. Call out some of these friends of yours, man.
Mike Amato, Drew, absolutely Drew, Brian Hurdle, Chucky, Mom, Dad, all the support. We got Dan, Tony, my man Tony. Yeah, everyone. Brandon, thank you guys all so much.
Who's Rent a Bass? That's a cool handle.
That is my man Dan. He is the bass player in Good Time Heroes. Great bass player. And thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Fletch, for having me.
You have some new fans from the bunker. Deco Electric is here. River Sunstone is here. There's a whole bunch of folks out there. Nate Hockenberry is here too. He's a great guy, dude. Too, you know Nate.
Oh yeah, Nate's the man.
Yeah.
And Aunt Moira. Thank you all. I mean, it really means a lot to me. So thank you.
So here is the deal. You're going to talk for a minute and tell everybody where you're going to gig and what you're doing for a minute. You have a chance here, folks, to tell me what your favorite song was for tonight. And that is going to basically determine what our outgoing song is going to be. So, I tried to put up the song list in the comments and it just didn't work. Stranger Than True, Rocketship Song, No Trouble No More, Good News, She Ain't Here, Can't See You, Call Me Which one didn't you play?
I didn't do Talk About Love.
Okay, good. I didn't read that off. Hawaiian Sunset, Call Me the Wind. Call Me the Wind was up there on my list.
I'm glad you liked it.
Hardworking Person, Talk About Love. So, just for the fun of it, we did it a couple shows ago. It's sort of fun. Put in what song you think was your favorite tonight. Give me a minute. We'll cue it up in the recording, and we will play it back. In the meantime, please, like and subscribe to The Bunker. We're free to the audience, and we're free to the artists, and we're just building up followers. And that's what makes it successful. And the artists appreciate the audience coming to a live stream like this more than you know. And I hope you enjoy it. Please consider leaving a tip. It's not necessary, but I want to throw it there anyway, and I want to hound you. And once again, thank you, Chuck. Great show. And let me see the comments. A shout out to Kate Gubert, who is in the house. Photos. Her link is down below, gubertphotos.com.
Oh, yeah.
The tip links are down below. The social media links are there for Chuck. So, almost forgot. One last thing you can do is it's free. Follow the artists on social media, on Spotify. Lost Pyramids has almost a new album, 2 or 3 months ago? Monsters Under My Bed?
Yes.
And that's very cool. So it's very free to follow the audience. Indie musicians love that. That's what they're trying to do and build it up. And so thank you all so much. All right, so I'm going to give everybody here about 20 seconds to put in their favorite song, and then we will go out. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. Thank you again for everybody coming in.
And if you haven't done so already, go on to Instagram and follow Lost Pyramids Band. Every little bit of support counts. And also, you can follow me on Instagram, ChuckWilson23, and from there you can find a list of all the bands that I'm in and keep up to date.
Please do.
And yeah, every little bit of support counts.
And even if you don't subscribe to The Bunker, like this video because it'll help Chuck get exposure on the replays. Tuesday nights and Thursday nights, Tuesday nights and Thursday nights, we have shows, mostly Thursday nights. We haven't had some solo shows in quite a while. No particular reason. It just sort of lays out that way. We have upcoming, here, let me bring it up. We have on Thursday, 2 days from now, Radar. This is a hard rock group. Don't know a lot about them. I have some notes here. Billed as Trash Rock, a band from the Chicago burbs. They sound really cool, and they look like really fun people, young people. I'm going to meet those guys. Kings Rising, hard southern rock blues with a mix of swamp rock. This band is going to be really interesting. They've been together for quite some time. This is another high energy. It's like have to lock in those compressors because they might blow the speakers right out of the room. After that, we have a Destiny Unraveled on. This is in early December. Destiny Unraveled is a friend of mine, 610 The Music, and he has a brand new album out. You can go find the links in the YouTube description. The brand new album out. That is very cool. And Eve Casino is coming up on Thursday, December 15th. Another band, and you can check out all of the upcoming shows on a playlist that's under the YouTube channel, and you can set the reminder, and that's the best thing to do. I have a bunch of shows to add in there that aren't there yet, but we have Whoosh coming. We have
Whoosh.
Whoosh is going to be very cool. And so anyway, let me see what I got for songs here.